So you guys are in for a treat. We're getting a little bit of bonus combine footage. We're gonna go harvest that cereal rye we've got growing. So we're just gonna put it in this old tender truck we got, and that's where it's gonna stay till we're ready to plant it. Spread it or whatever we do with it. So Dad's out spraying a little bit of fungicide first. Been walking some fields this morning. Corn's looking pretty good, but we definitely need to get that fungicide on there. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna move the tender over. See where BJ's at when we come back and get the combine in the head. That way we're all, moved over and ready to go. But yep, we've decided that it is hot enough outside that today's the day. Have at it.
Hey everybody, we're going to try to do the rye today. Brian's letting me drive the gleaner. I guess he wants me to try it out in the rye, so if I plug it, we'll find out how it does this rye. This rye is only about 6 foot tall. She don't go very low, so see how it goes.
So we are moving. Dad's topping that hill. It's really narrow, so I'm blocking the road. Makes people angry until they realize it's for their safety. Trust us, we're like the government.
Brian's ahead of us here, and BJ's bringing the header behind us. Well, we'll see if that guy waits on us or not. I wouldn't bet on, but I believe maybe he's going to.
So Dad's about 300 yards behind us, but we got to get around this curve before he gets to the front of it to stop anyone so he doesn't beat him in it. So we got a nice little S-curve through here. Nothing drives me nuts more than when the person flagging for me stays like 10 feet in front of me. It's like, hey, when they see you, they also see me at the same time. And it does no good. But, oh, we gotta get this one. We'll just leave that parked. Dad should be coming down the hill any minute. So, Dad's gonna back into here. BJ's gonna pull up with the head. And then we'll all get to watch BJ try to back up a four-wheel steer cart. Not an easy task. But there's the rye we're gonna cut. A lot of it's down. We probably won't mess with the stuff that's down. We're just gonna clip the stuff that's standing. That'll be more than enough to suit our needs, I believe. I think we have about 16, 17 acres. There's 10 here, and then we got a 6-acre field down the road. There's 11 here and then 6 down the road. So as you can see, that combine pretty much takes up all the road. All of it. Everyone thinks the Gleaner's a lot smaller. It is lighter, but it is just as wide as another combine. Especially with duals. Now, if we'd ran singles, it'd have been a little bit narrower. But we've always liked duals for flotation and stability. And deer antlers. As Dad's fond of saying, you can still run down the road with a deer antler in one dual. Can't do that with singles. But hey Titan, if you want to send some LSWs, we'd probably try them. Just saying. Ah, we missed it. Power ladder. I have an awkward angle. Hopefully he can still get under this thing. That's one thing this Gleaner does not have that our Kloss did. Our Kloss had a power tilt feeder, or the one we kept still has a power tilt feeder house, whereas this one does not. Now the one we traded also didn't have the power tilt feeder house though, so. Hey, got it. Good thing about living in BFE, no cars. Yeah, you got that header cart sideways just enough. This is gonna probably not be fun. You backing up or turning around at the house?
I'll probably go to the house.
Yeah, you're crooked enough, that might suck. Hey, also clean my front windshield. Clean my windshield for me. Yeah.
Well, okay, we got our started here, see what happens. All we're going to take is the tops. So some of it's down, lodged a little bit, but we're not going to mess with that.
So this stuff was spread in with our floater and then turbo tilled a couple times. Kind of last minute decided to try to keep it for seed, so I don't know how well this will work. I hear you should probably use a little bit better quality seed than just the crap you buy at TSC, but I don't know, we'll see. cereal rye fell over.
Fell over a long time ago. I don't know what happened. I got over the new one now.
So like I said, we're not really trying to get the down stuff. We're gonna have more than enough for
Probably sprouted.
our cover crop. Yeah, it's probably sprouted.
Is it dry?
So how many times have you put the header up instead of down?
Well, maybe once, twice, but it's just a delay.
Yeah, that and the up and down button on our cloths is completely opposite of the Gleaner, so it takes a while to get used to that. So either Evan or BJ is watching us. So Dad, are we going to try to double crop this? So we do have a little bit of beans left in the planter. We really weren't planning on putting anything in here, but we'll clean the planter out. Think so?
Right now, they're a bush hog, but I know you would.
Get the header on the ground now. So when you raised rye before, that was before cover crops. What'd you do? Use it for?
Yeah. We planned on some summer foul ground.
Just as a cover crop?
Yeah, kind of.
What were you using the seed for? Feed?
I don't remember what we did use. Horse places and horse tail.
So I guess this isn't our first time harvesting this kind of crop. But that would have been what, in the 70s?
Yeah.
BJ knew his limitations and he just went up to the house and turned around. Turning the header wagon around in the field. Hopefully we don't get her stuck. It's a little wet out there, surprisingly. But I think it'll be all right. So I'm going to go get the truck. Probably dump before we move. We probably won't be full. Like I said, we don't need a lot of cover crop seed. We will have enough, but it's not really yielding all that great. Got a little bit of potash left in there. Luckily that thing's stainless.
Okay, we're taking in 40 feet of down rye here. We're running a little 2 mile an hour. Handles better than I thought it would. I'm really pleased with it. Yield's not very good on this. Of course, down, we can't get it all. All we want's top. Some of it might be sprouted down there, so we don't want that. So we just want the tops there, but I put it down, get some of it down there and try it. Take it.
Well, rye harvest is just about over. We do have another field we're gonna go do. Just conquering that fear of heights little by little. Anybody else have some sketchy culverts? Didn't collapse that time. No need to readdress that culvert. Couldn't have done it without your area out work boots. Link in the.
That gave me the strength and courage to survive.
Yep, link in the description. So one thing people like to complain about or give crap on the Gleaner is the auger, the design of that auger. That design is a little bit easier on seed and there's less moving parts, so that's why it is the way it is. On our Claws combine, there's an auger going up and there's an auger going out, so there's another gearbox, there's just more damage to seed, so that's why they do that. And it works. Even seen a picture of one of these combines in Australia running a 50-foot head. Now, I did not know that was possible, but I've seen it. On the internet, it's gotta be true. It's on Facebook. Gotta be true. Gotta be true. Otherwise, the fact checkers would have caught it, right? Yep. There's the end of rye harvest. Now, you may be wondering, what is cover crop? You keep hearing me say this is our cover crop seed. So, ryegrass is a cover crop that we use. Basically, after we harvest our corn, we will go in and spread this over top of it with the floater, and then we will work it in with our Turbo Max, just lightly incorporating it into the ground, and just have something over top of that ground going into the winter. There's a few benefits of it. I don't claim to know them all or be an expert on how to describe them all, but basically you get a nice root structure with it. It does help bust up some compaction. I know the stuff we had out before we planned this year that we terminated, stuff that we didn't harvest, had very good weed control in it, as well as there are some soil health benefits from it. So that's why we're doing it. Seems like some ground benefits from it way more than others, but yeah, that's what we're doing with it. Now it would also help like wind erosion and things like that, but we really don't have a wind erosion problem. It does help with soil erosion. So this is a floodplain right here, which is one of the reasons why we put ryegrass here. If the creek would have got out, there would have been something there with roots going into the ground to help hold that soil in place if there was a flood, in theory. BJ and his wife are kidless, so they have a date night pulling around the header. Yeah, I know. I'm 30. Act like I'm 12 sometimes.
Okay, we're down here in another field. Last field, little patch here. This one's down also. It's got more green stuff down there, so we won't bother it. We'll just get the tops here. I don't know, my yield monitor doesn't want to work. I don't know what's like 7 bushels or something. That ain't right, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Gotta watch where I go here. There's a lot of Johnson grass down here. I don't want to get any of it that's in seed.
So BJ's working on his hide and seek game. Dad told him to go cut the heads off that Johnson grass. Apparently they both forgot that Roundup will kill that Johnson grass like instantly. But yeah, he's out there in amongst it. Rachel and I are sitting there taking bets he's going to find a snake, but we haven't seen him come out in a hurry yet. He might have just fell over dead if he did find one, I don't know. I keep waiting to see him emerge. Oh, there he is. And that's a wrap. It's all done.
Primus?
Primus, I think so, yeah. All times for my camera to die. Dad about flipped the head over the header wagon. Glad he was driving her, not me. Trying to get rehooked. Went and grabbed the telehandler just in case. We might have to pick the head up and scoot it back. It's really sideways at the moment. When he dropped it onto the wagon, it fell forward pretty far. Tragedy avoided. Now, if we had done that, you or I,
Blah, 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 blah.
So, decided since we have the telehandler here, we'd go ahead and adjust this header wagon. Well, what a cluster, but we got it. So that header wagon, I don't think was ever adjusted for that head. They took our head over to the store with it, and then they brought the new one back on it. So now it's adjusted, it should be a lot easier.
Okay, finish up the rye. Finally got the header unhooked. Had some problems there. Had to change the trailer there. Got it changed where it fits on there a lot better. So we're going back to the building. We're going up the road here. We're going to get on 50 and go up that way, I guess. So, all this traffic, don't care about that, but that's where we're going. So.
Well, I'm just about late for Emmy's last softball game, so I'm heading home. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Aww.